Hello and welcome to Ule Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor, and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aries. If Aries is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I went too far. My mind is wandering. I have to say, as I'm starting this, I just have such an intense feeling, a motherly feeling. Mother, grandmother, caretaker of some kind. Okay, and so our card for today is the Seven of Discs, which has to do with failure. Okay, but don't worry, we'll see where this comes from. Sometimes failure is not a bad thing; it's a blessing in disguise. We will spend most of our lives failing at things until we get it right. Okay, so I want to start right here. First, we have this figure, okay, and it is kind of a mountain. It is kind of a person. It is holding a child, okay, right here. So the mountain, definitely the Earth Mother, okay, so very much and in line with the disc energy, a very earthy, powerful, kind of the give and take away energy, okay? And so I really feel like this is going to be about your dynamic with your caretaker, your parent, or maybe with your own child, okay? Or somebody you have taken care of. Maybe even with yourself, ultimately. Hello, TT. Hi, TT. Now, this is in an embrace, and I see right here, if you can see, the hand of the child is holding something going directly to the heart space, okay? Now, it's interesting because over here, we have the child who is, it almost seems like trying to reach the mother's heart space again. But the mother looks like she's turning and kind of leaving, okay? So I don't think that this is necessarily that your mother left or you as a mother left, okay? Let me just say that. But I do feel like there is a sense of, at least at times, emotional unavailability, a sense of being walled off, okay? And, you know, it's hard. It's hard, especially if you have become a parent yourself, if you have a children, or I mean, this could be, you know, anything that you take care of, really. Sometimes you have the best expectations, right? And you think, how couldn't somebody know how to be a good mom, good parent, good dad? You know, it's just a intrinsic thing. It's instinctual. You know, and as a parent, if you are one, you know, people have opinions about every single little thing you're ever going to do. So whatever. But there, you know, and it's true. Before you have your own children, you have a lot of, I think, misconceptions about really what it could ever be like. But I really feel like we have a mother here who themselves is lost in some ways. Not able to share themselves completely. They have a lot of their own pain. I feel like in a lot of ways this person tried their best. Was that good enough? I don't know. But there was hurt around it on both sides. You know, I think, you know, when a parental figure, somebody who's supposed to take care of you, cannot be fully with you for one reason or another, there is going to be, usually anyways, a sense of abandonment, rejection, neglect even maybe, perceived or otherwise. And I feel like this is a powerful marker in your story. Okay, this is something. And it feels heavy, even just being around this energy that is coming up. It's hard. I feel like there have been a lot of tears over this. A lot of, probably a lot of shame. Hiding things from other people. Aries, you're really good at, and this isn't to say that there's any fakeness here, but you're really good at smoothing things over. You're really good at kind of putting forth the best picture of things. And this isn't a fakeness. This is a survival thing. This is a coping mechanism, a defense mechanism. Okay? You don't want anybody to pay too much attention to you. Just enough. But not so much that they start digging around, right? And so I feel like this has been a lot of the work. Figuring out, where did this come from? What happened? You know? Trying to understand, forgiving where you can, letting go of some of it. Because it was hard, and it is hard. And really, and even those of us who really work hard to break generational cycles, we still see some of the things come through. You know, my own mother often was kind of very like dissociative, I think. She died when I was young, so I'm going off of what I kind of remember. I don't have a lot of memories of my childhood, but I see that in my own self, and I understand now. And it still hurts, but I still understand, you know, I still think about it, and I think, why? You know, I wish I could have been closer. But I feel myself doing the same things at times. Not all the time. You know, my child has a lot different childhood than I had, but there are moments where I just wish I could lock myself away for a while. And I think we all kind of feel that, you know, especially when they're young. It's hard. They're loud. They're busy. They have so much energy, you know. But whatever it is that happened, or whatever it is that your mom, caretaker, role model, mentor, teacher, whoever it was, did or didn't do, you know, I think that there's a lot of work that you've been doing to try to understand some of that and let it go. Because you yourself can't carry it anymore. And if this is about you and how you raised your kids, You have to give yourself the same grace that you would give your mother. Right? We're all going to do things that are wrong in parenting and within our families. You know, and some harder than others, but hopefully there's always room to kind of, you know, make amends, do better. You're worth the work. You are worth the work. And you're worth being loved. You are loved. You are loved. And you made mistakes and you will make mistakes. And, you know, that whatever that quote is, that saying, fail and fail and fail better next time. Keep failing, but fail better next time. Right? And that's the best we can do most of the time. Just try to fail better, because we're going to keep failing. Oh my gosh, we're going to keep failing. But that's all right. You're in good company. We all do things that we wish we hadn't. We all do things that, hey, you know, you know what I just did? I just failed big time. I was making pot pies. Somehow it collapsed in the oven. And when I went in there, it was just like mush. It was just like a pie. I mean, it cooked and it was good, but it just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened. And sometimes you fail and sometimes you just gotta keep trying. I'm going to try again. I promise you. You know, we have to give ourselves that grace. We do. Okay. And if you won't give it, I'm going to give it to you. Okay. I'm going to give you that hug and that love. And I look here and we have a person on a horse and they are in movement. And the things that you're doing now, you're focused on where you are doing your best work. Okay? This is in that emotional, almost to the spiritual, but I think it's very entwined with the spiritual. Working on your mental health, working on your spiritual wellness, finding the modalities that work for you, finding the language that uplifts you. Hopefully you are doing some mantras, affirmations. If you haven't or you don't know what those are, go look it up on Google, but I will tell you as well, you know, there's a lot of things. If you can't write them for yourself, sometimes it's hard, right? I definitely have a hard time writing positive affirmations for myself. But, you know, these are things like in the morning, looking in the mirror and saying, I am worth it. I am powerful. I am everything I'm supposed to be. I am love. I am love. And I'm not what other people think I am. Maybe parts, right? Some metaphysical or existential way. Yeah, we're all a little fragment of what people perceive us, and it, you know, that's kind of an outward shell pieced together. But you really are who you are, whatever that is. Something so divine, made of star stuff. beautiful and powerful and infinite. You're on your horse and you're moving along. And you are something to behold. And here we have a little angel and we have a person greeting the angel. And it's very much the same energy. It is. Where our mother failed, the universe is there. I know this firsthand. And I've had many mothers. I've been very lucky in that way because my mother died when I was young. And I had a lot of people who raised me along the way. And I could cry thinking about it. But I've been so blessed. And, you know, part of the work is seeing that. It's easy to feel like something was taken from you or somebody didn't do good enough for you. Somebody did something to you, and maybe they did. And if they did, you know, I spit on them for that. But other than that, you know, we can spend our life thinking, you know, my mom died. Well, she abandoned me. She didn't love me enough to stay alive. What kind of life could I have if I always believed that? Not a very good one, right? So part of the work is really, you know, looking and seeing, who have my parents been? Not just people, but the animals who have been my companions. Oh, TT Pudgy. Some of you know them from my videos, from my husband. Shout out Dove and Serpent Tarot. Our animals are our companions. They're our mentors. They're our gurus. They're our parents in life, in the universe in some ways. Because they show us how to love. They show us how to ask for what they need. They just tell you, hey, I'm hungry. Hey, I just pooped in the box. Go clean it. You know? They parent us. And so you are parented by many things. And it is your job, if you want to live well, it's your job to look for those blessings, to name them, to use gratitude towards them. You know, and a lot of it is unconventional, and that's wonderful and beautiful. I'm all about that chosen family. I love that life. I meet people sometimes and I barely know. They're my family now. You know? And sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes years for me to trust something. Be like, finally, you are my family. But no. It's our job. We have to. We have to look for it. We have to. Or it will pass you by. Right? Oh, and there is emotions here. There are emotions here. And let me just say, and this is just a little shout out. I'm not going to dox my friend or name her, but she is my Aries. She's my best friend of all time since we were kids. We've always been good friends. We will always be good friends. She's my sister, my soul sister, my beloved. And she is my Aries, my best, my best and my best and my best. And she's the ultimate mom. And let me just tell you that she's the ultimate mom. And her mother is my mother too, one of my many mothers. And so, let's just say shout out to them. I don't even, woo! I don't even know if she watches these. But if you do, my love, my Skalamu, yes, you are a most wonderful mother, and your mother means everything to me. She helped raise me. Okay, so we have a bird here. We have a just everything flew around. And we have a person staring up. Okay, and so we have a message coming through. Okay, and gosh, I almost feel like this could be the mother figure. If your mother is passed, or if this is like a grandmother, great grandmother who was part of your childhood, who, helped raise you. And maybe they aren't passed, I don't know. But there is a message here. And there is this sense of a long line of mothers, okay, within your family. Of course, we all have mothers and we all have long lines of mothers. But there's a long line of people who relish the fact that they are mothers. This was something they identify with deeply. Okay, did they always do it right? I don't know. That's subjective. Was there profound pain that ran through the family? Maybe, right? Most families have that. But I think you are that generation that is stopping and looking, really listening to these women in a way that they never were listened to. You are seeing them as human beings in all of their flaws and all their beauty and their strengths and their wisdom. And you're learning to forgive for the things that, maybe were very hurtful, wrong, learned or otherwise, selfish, narcissistic or otherwise, giving, and maybe they worked themselves to death to give you more, to give your mother more, to give your grandmother more. Oh, this is a hard one. It's a hard one. But there's a sense of coming home. Okay? And a sense of, really beholding the beauty of all of it. Oh, goodness. Okay, here we go. So we have the Dreamer's deck. Okay. This is from the I Know collection. I'm all teary-eyed now. Oh. Okay, and let's see. What does this have to say? These are all upside down. Okay. I know that my journey will have highs and lows. I am aiming for progress. Okay? And there it is. And there it is. It's not all going to be, as my husband likes it, puppies and rainbows or whatever he says. I know he says on some of his readings. But, it is progress. It's progress. Okay, Aries, I want to say thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you'd be so kind as to like the video, I thank you for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. Hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And if you want to leave a comment, I read them all. And if you want to email me, I've been getting some emails from you all saying that you don't. I've had like a few in the last couple of days. You don't want to comment, right, publicly. That's fine. Of course, please email me if you would like to talk or, whatever. You want to share something. I read all of my emails. Okay, so also, if you're interested in getting on the Discord, which is like a chat room, that is part of the membership, which is you can join. There's like a button on the main page of the channel. I think my husband did it. I think it's there. Yes. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze now. I cried myself into a sneeze. Okay, so I'm going to let you go before I sneeze all over the camera here. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Aries. Bye-bye.